Hello everyone, welcome back to Hush Hush Taboo Talks with Juju and Shay. I'm Shay.
I'm Juju.
And today we're coming at you with a nice little topic. Is it a conspiracy theory topic or is it just what do you think it is?
I don't know. It's a scandalo. I would say it's taboo or metaphysical.
Metaphysical.
Yeah,
yes,
I would say metaphysical.
Okay.
That's always a safe word,
yes.
girl. Right. When in doubt, go with
metaphysical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today we're doing dreams. A lot of us have a lot of experiences with dreams and a lot of us don't. We also have daydreams. We have REM, deep sleep dreams. We have dreams that we remember.
Yes. And dreams that we don't.
And dreams that we
which
don't.
Is apparently a lot
we all
of the time.
have dreams, but
right.
Some of us remember them and some of us don't. And we're just going to talk to you about, our experiences and our stories through other people's experiences as well, and what we read and learned about dreams through the years. Because dreams is weird, right? When you do remember it, it's very weird. It's very vivid, and it's like we're there.
That subconscious stuff. I'm getting hot.
Oh my God. Oh,
I just have to. I'm getting
this is a hot topic.
It's very spiritual. Yes.
It is.
No, I did get just a little bit of a hot flash, but no, and it's connected to the energy of the. It's true. It's subconscious. I was thinking about DMT, the same chemical that is released when you. I'm not a scientist, y'all, so bear with me. The same chemical that's released when you die is the same chemical that's released when you dream. REM. So
okay.
it is a matter of if to get metaphysical, of perhaps transcending material realities, perhaps astral projecting,
that's
or being somewhere that's not literally.
A lot of people
so
think
that's all
dreams,
connected.
is astral projection. A lot of people think that.
And then if you lucid dream, you were saying that you dream vividly.
Yes, and I used to control my dreams, and I used to know that I was dreaming. I can't do it now, but I used to can do it. Well, I'm not gonna say I can't because I probably can get back into it again.
Just more practice.
Right,
yeah.
But I did. I used to. People say it's astral projection, definitely. People also say like we're visiting like other realms and multi-universes as well, which is kind of crazy.
Why the hell not? If they're the multiverse,
right?
There's multiple. Like we can't even measure the end of space and what is called space and time.
And the end of the ocean.
And first of all, we know more about space than we do about the
our own
deep sea floor. So that says enough.
That says a lot.
So if there's no there, and then Nietzsche, I'm a philosophy nerd, but Nietzsche was saying he was talking about the theory. I think it's the eternal theory of recurrence. So not that we're doomed, but like we're fated to repeat the same life over and over again. To infinity and beyond, forever and ever. And I'm like, I don't know if I gets down with that. I feel like it's too vast. I understand it, but it's life and multiverse is too vast to have such a mathematical, and it's very limiting, restrictive formula for what all of it means and is and what's possible of it and from it and what it's comprised of. I just don't, I fucks with Nietzsche, but I have to disagree, and I mean you're gonna disagree sometimes, but I feel like you can recall things that are happening at a different time, at a different place. That's you, but it's you in a different facet, and you discovering yourself, and rediscovering yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I've remembered my dreams since I was like a kid, like very vividly, very, very vividly. I remember dreams, and it's like I was there. Like I don't know about you guys, but even when I eat things in my dreams, sometimes I could taste it. I can feel in my dreams. I also, when I'm running, I have asthma. So you know that I have asthma. So when I'm running in my dream, I get up out of my sleep and like I was running. It felt like I was running. Like that's how real like the dreams can be. So it's unexplainable to this day. Like nobody has the real explanation, even though we have 1,001 theories, a million theories and opinions,
right?
We still don't know what exactly are dreams. You know what I mean?
And it's all interesting.
Yeah, it spikes my curiosity because in my dreams I predict certain things.
Right.
And I told you stories.
Please speak on it. Yeah. No, you have so much to say about this topic in
I
particular.
do. I don't
You
want
have so much
people coming
experience.
after me though, like the X-Men. You know, they lock up the X-Men.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Share what is prudent to share. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
So, I
I wish
had
you comfortable.
dreams. I've predicted. Oh my gosh, I predicted so many things. I predicted a certain. I'm not gonna say the exact thing that happened in history, but something happened in history with all of us, and I predicted that in my dream. Like literally predicted this in my dream, and it happened 2 weeks later. It was a huge national event that happened to a lot of us. Now, if y'all want me to get into detail about it, you know, y'all gotta listen to this and DM me and Juju and say, Shay, I want you to have a whole separate episode, you and Juju, explaining what's the details. I'll get in more details.
Hush underscore
There you go.
podcast
There you
on IG. Continue,
go
girl.
to our podcast.
Oh yes, please let us know.
But
That's
let
where
me
we
know
are.
if you want more details. I can
Exchange.
give you details on this. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
So dreams are very powerful.
Yeah. I only have about one that I can remember, like a recurring one.
Okay.
I'm remembering
A reoccurring one. Wow.
one that I don't have it much now though. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I guess what it meant was getting too close with violation, like getting too comfortable with violation, and I feel like that's been an ongoing theme in my life in particular. Well, not getting too close with violation or attracting violation, but learning how to correct it,
Right.
assess it, confront it,
Right.
and rid of it. You know, use it and be done with it.
Yeah.
Kind of like a duck, like when ducks are fighting and like when they say water off a duck's back, they usually approach each other on some aggressive stance shit, and then they fight, they squabble, and it takes less than a minute or whatever, and then they go about their business, and you know, after all that splashing, they got that energy out, and they go about, like, you know, eating and procreating.
That
and
was
all
the
that.
dream? The ducks?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I didn't. That was the sentiment of the dream.
That was the analogy.
I ain't going into too much detail about that dream.
Okay.
But no, I have had the theme that I can remember. See, I don't remember. That's what I was gonna get into, because you say you remember more than you don't.
Yes.
Like 9 out of 10.
Yes.
I forget 9 out of 10. I'm getting better.
Okay.
Because I used to not remember them at all.
Right.
I used to think that I just didn't dream, and then I found out that everyone dreams. It's a matter of memory.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I find the older I get, which is a good thing. It's kind of like a Benjamin Button as relates to memory thing. Like the older I get, my short-term memory is better. My long-term memory is always on point, or like sometimes scarily so. But my short-term was questionable. The older I get, I'm making more measures and making more moves and taking more pains and energy to hone it and to, you know, to cultivate it and to strengthen it. So I will say that I remember more dreams as well. And also daydreams. I have more daydreams.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Like dreams aren't necessarily restricted to the nocturne, y'all.
Right.
We can have them
of course.
I remember being as young
Fantasies
as
too.
Fantasies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things that just kind of overtake you, and
take
you don't know from
to
where
another
you come.
place.
From whence they come.
Literally,
and take you somewhere else.
Right,
yes,
right.
And sometimes you need to go there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's your body a lot of times when you're exhausted or you're daydreaming. They say daydreaming is a form of meditation. I was like, what? I felt so validated. All right, I was 8 years old or something like. No, I was like 7. Or I think I was in 2nd grade, because I remember the teacher. I was by the window. I always had a window seat. I was always Badu. Well, I'm not Badu, but I always liked Badu. I would never say that. Anyway, I always had a window seat, and I was looking outside at the trees and like the squirrels and just the nature of it all.
Yeah.
And I was still getting straight A's, and I was valedictorian, but I was always like, I wanted to be out there and of it, because I know I am of it.
You are one.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
like there was never any separation for me. And then on the report card, like the only thing she could get, because you gotta say something, so it can't be perfect.
Come on.
And I was a perfectionist even then. That's what one of the teachers said. She said that I daydream too much, and if I
So what? If you're getting good grades, so what?
spectacular grades,
Spectacular grades.
straight A's or
then
almost.
What's the problem?
And everyone was copying, and I wasn't charging at all.
Oh my
Because I was
gosh.
anti-capitalist even then, but now I'm more smarter. You know, I'm
Right.
wiser now. So
Right.
she be charging now.
Right.
But yeah, no. So daydreams, I would always have a daydream of. I forgot what they're called, but they're like rock formations. They look like tall, kind of like, I guess, remnants of volcanic plugs. I don't know. Like in maybe Ireland or Scotland, like, you know, like by the coast, how they have those castles or those
Yeah.
rocks, those tall ruins.
Oh, yes, by the water. Yeah.
Always had, and it was a little more sun because I can't do no vitamin D. So even in my dreams, I'm like, I'm willing more sun and there's more sun.
Right.
But it's somewhere around there, and maybe I was a siren or a mermaid or something. This has to do with past lives too. I feel like you might have dreams that are recollections of past lives.
That's what I was going to say.
Or what's to come.
Yeah.
Because how we measure time and how universe,
Right.
what universe is are two different things.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
That's all I gotta say about that for now. But yeah.
No, but that's
do you-
deep though. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can daydream. I do both a daydream and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that I predict things in is the dreams. So, all right. So I could tell this story. So, my grandfather passed in 1999, and probably like 6 years later, I had a dream, and I told my mom. I had a dream, Martin Luther King. I had a dream that my grandfather was coming. He was leaving for work. Now, he passed during this time. He was leaving for work, and he was going down the stairs in my dream, and I'm literally looking at him, and I'm thinking, okay, everything is okay. He's not dead in my dream. He looks good. He looks fine. And he says, yes, I'm going to work at this time. He gives me numbers. So he gives me like 6 numbers in my dream, right? I said, okay. He's going to work at this time. He's coming back at this time. Okay. So when I wake up, I remember the dream. I remember the numbers. I write them down. Now I'm working at this time, so I couldn't go out and play the lotto at this time because I was caught up in the work scene, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I told my mom, I said, hey, I dreamed about my grandfather, your father. Play these numbers. So she said she played the numbers. She told the gas station guy to give her all the lotto with the same numbers. So New York Lotto, Powerball, Mega Millions, all of that. So the numbers came out, but it wasn't with her ticket. He didn't give her everything that she asked for. It came out on take 5. He didn't give her take 5. He didn't give her take 5.
That's the big one, right?
Well, it was one of the big ones.
That's
yeah, at the moment,
like 4 numbers and a super number.
Yes. So he gave her everything, and she was like, "Oh my God, he didn't give me the take 5." Literally, it came out, and I have the picture of this on my Google Photos because it goes way back. I took a picture of the numbers that I dreamed of, and I took a picture of the numbers that came out. Literally, every single one of them. Every single one of them came out.
No.
When I was a kid. Another story. When I was a kid, I dreamed of numbers for my I told my mom, my grandma at the time. I said I dreamed of this on a school bus, and she's like, "You dreamed of numbers?" And she told my grandfather at the time, "Go play those numbers." The numbers came out, and she won money. I don't know how much she won because I was like 7 years old.
See, that's when I would like to have it.
Yes.
But that previous story, I would like that the gift is not the problem. It's the person who handled the ticket.
Right. But
because they done botched the whole thing. I would have been so upset.
No, but it's not my mom's fault.
It's the person
guy.
who sold the gift.
Yeah. But you know what? Somebody told me
No offense.
that when you dream of numbers, you're supposed to play them yourself. You're not supposed to tell nobody else because your energy that was on those numbers. So it probably wasn't meant for my mom to hit it. It probably was meant for me to hit it. So maybe if I went and got the tickets, I would have hit it because it was my energy, my dream.
Have you ever dreamt numbers that you played shortly thereafter? I gotta ask.
No.
Okay.
No. I haven't.
You ain't dreamt numbers anymore.
I mean, I dreamt numbers, but I always say I gotta play this number. When I do dream, and I don't play it. Okay. I should. If
I had that gift, I would say I'm not gonna say exploit it, but for myself, I would utilize the
No,
Dickens
hell out of it.
Yes, I would.
Oh,
The Dickens.
God. The Dickens. I'm
Not
sorry.
hell,
Yes.
the Dickens,
No,
yes.
not the hell.
The Dickens.
Heck,
Same thing,
heck.
but we gonna
Yeah.
say it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yes, I do dream numbers still, but
That's
I be like,
interesting.
I'm gonna play it, and I don't play it. I don't play it. So.
No, that's interesting.
But twice that happened, and if we would have wanted to take 5 tickets, it would have been big money.
Right.
So, and my mom knows. Like, she could tell you the story too. She knows all the stories. Like, I'm not telling you no lies. It's validated stories.
Oh, I don't disbelieve you.
Yes. No,
I
to the
believe
crowd,
it.
because you know the
It's a
crowd
testament.
sometimes they disbelieve. But you know,
Not the embellishment.
No.
Not the
Right,
support
they
of the
think,
embellishment.
right.
Yeah.
So.
That's, yeah.
So
Kind of me too.
yeah, but I tell, my mom everything. Even with the prediction dreams, I told my mom, any dream that I have like crazy, I tell her. And then when it comes true the next week, she'd be like, girl, are you kidding me? Da, 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 da. Just like, okay, so let me tell you this. And this is a small prediction, actually, but it happened. I don't want to take up all the time. I want to go back to you in a minute.
You
but
have far more frequent
I still want to go back
and
to
richer
you.
experience. I'm gonna get back to you.
I know,
Come on,
no,
honey.
wait, stop it! Don't do that.
Oh, no.
Gemini shit,
You know
I can't. No,
Come on with it.
But
I'm listening.
when the dog was pregnant, one of our family dog was pregnant, and I had a dream the night before she gave birth. Now we didn't know if she was really, gonna give birth right away. We didn't know the date. We didn't know nothing. I had a dream the night before that she gave birth, and I told my mom. I called my mom. I'm like, you know what? I dreamed that she gave birth to puppies. Let me tell you how an hour later, my sister called me and was like, she's giving birth. I said, no, she's not. I said, I just got off the phone with my mom telling her that I dreamt about this. She's not giving birth. She was like, no, she's going into labor. I said, and my mom was like, you just told me that you dreamed of this. I was like, so it still happens.
That's real.
It still
And
happens.
Very much in tune.
Yeah, it still I can't help it. It still happens. So it's like,
it's good that you can't help it and you know how to use it and you don't mind it.
right.
And that you enjoy it.
Right.
Or you can when you want. You can turn it on and off too.
Right.
Yeah. No, I know someone for whom it's not necessary. They don't necessarily think it's a gift. The ability to predict in your dreams or to foresee. I just personally, as just throwing it out there, I don't know that I would. I don't want it, so I feel like that's why I didn't tap into it, because I'm intuitive in other ways. I think everyone has the gift of intuition.
Absolutely.
Or virtually everyone. It's a matter of tapping into it.
Yeah.
But some things you block out because you don't want to be bothered,
Oh,
consciously
yeah,
or
absolutely.
subconsciously. And that's
Yeah.
one of my things. And it's like, I need my REM sleep.
Yeah.
What I do wind up getting, I need. But I know someone who, it's a matter of mortality and knowing that that's a thing and knowing that the crossover has happened. And I'm like, you have to take these things as they come and you have to alchemize them, otherwise they alchemize you and you usually don't like it. But it is good to know that people have gotten to their temporary to their next stop. I won't say destination because that implies an end, but to their next stop. Like I guess yin and yang, it's the heads and the tails of it. It's the same coin, but there's one side or another. I won't say dark and light, but there's yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's balance.
Yeah.
So.
But I can relate to that because I dreamed of not family members or friends or anybody close to me, but I predicted some celebrities' deaths through
That's
my dreams.
interesting. Yeah.
Through my dreams, like literally, like y'all probably gonna laugh at this, but Michael Jackson, I dreamed that he was buried, like from to his neck in dirt, and this was 2 weeks before they announced his death. So
was he comatose up to 2 weeks before?
I
can't
don't
remember.
even
He was sick.
remember.
He was
I didn't even
lying
know he
in
was
state
sick.
or something for
it
a
was
minute.
like a shock to me to even know that he was,
when you dreamed that he wasn't. It didn't look like that.
No.
Right.
No, I didn't even know in real life that he was sick or
Right.
anything was going on with him. But I definitely dreamed that he was buried, and 2 weeks later we got that announcement. And another celebrity, a couple more celebrities I've dreamed of with the same thing. And
Well,
it's
tell
like,
them all. Shoot.
but
Let's settle in because
you said tell them all.
I swear.
These people are not even, I don't even know these people. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean? So I don't even know why I have these dreams.
Y'all let
it's
us
crazy.
know.
I don't
if
want
you
them to
do
come to me
want
like,
to.
what, like Whoopi Goldberg? Don't be coming
Not
to me.
another premonition.
Celebrities. Coming to me one by one. I don't want it.
Better her than Miss Cleo.
I don't want it. Okay. But it's more
Amen.
celebrities
Yeah.
that I dreamed of, and I'm like, oh my god, what the heck is going on? I'll tell you one more. So
You don't have to. I was gonna ask if you know how to turn it on and off, but if you got one more.
no, it comes in. It just comes, just like how all the other stuff. When I was talking about the ghost stuff and everything like that, like it just comes. Like I feel like I shut the ghost thing off completely. Like if you guys followed our paranormal experience episode, go and check that out. Also,
on Spotify.
Yes,
and
on Spotify.
Other platforms.
Yes. Also go to my YouTube too, Glow Up with Rashay. I share several paranormal experiences on there. Like I remember I told you, I said this is like a 3-part thing for me. I feel like I cut that off. Like I don't have that.
It's important.
I cut it off
to be able to.
But the dreams.
You have less control to cut it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you find that there are more things you can use, or things that you're, that are more out of your control? Like you can use most of it, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
alchemize it.
Oh, absolutely. All right, let me tell you one more dream before we cut this.
Go
off.
ahead. Listen, I said this gonna be yours.
I told
because you have
too.
way more experience that you recall.
Yeah.
And I love all of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like y'all do too.
And I think I told you this
expound
story
if
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was in my bachelor's degree in college. Y'all know I took psychology, a major. I was in my second year, and I remember I was classmate besties. You know how you have the classmate bestie you sit next to and you talk to. I was classmate besties with this woman, and I had a dream that day that I got in a fight with a certain person in the classroom. I had a dream. So I woke up, and I never be absent. I hate being late and I hate being absent. That's just me. In school I was a nerd. Even in my college years.
Same.
I hate being
Attendance
absent.
and good
yes,
grades.
attendance and good grades and never late. And that day I told my mom, I said I'm staying home. I had a dream and I didn't like the dream. She was like, okay, you never stay home. I said, yeah, I'm staying home today. That day I got a text later from my classmate bestie telling me somebody sat in my seat. One of the girls that I know, she was cool. She sat in my seat because I wasn't there to talk to, my classmate bestie. And they were watching a film that day, and a person in front of us turned around and told both of them to shut the fuck up. And the girl went off on the other classmate and got in a fight, and they both got expelled. And I knew if that was me, I would be the one that was getting in a fight and getting expelled. So the dream predicted my black ass to stay home. So yes, the dreams are very useful. Absolutely. Absolutely. I said, when I have dreams like that, when I get in fights, arguments, or something going on, I stay home. I'm like, no, because I trust my instinct. I'm not doing it. That told my black ass to stay home, and I wasn't expelled.
Amen. No, so that is a gift.
It saved me.
Yeah, and you're using it as such.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I listened to it. I definitely listened to it.
And incorporated it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And feel that.
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps I should tap into it more.
I mean, it can be useful. Absolutely.
Yeah. Does it disturb your REM?
No.
Like your restful?
No, I'm in deep sleep, girl. I be rested.
Yeah, that's true.
I be rested.
But you have a sensible curfew for an adult.
I do. And I like it because it's my beauty sleep.
Amen. That's why you look significantly younger than I.
Bitch. Come on, stop.
Well, that wraps up our episode on dreams, day, night, and otherwise.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for your engagement. Be sure to stay tuned to hush_hush_ podcast on IG for updates, any meaningful feedback, etc.
If you want the details on Juju Daydream, if he would give it up.
We
or
can-
my dream.
We'll take a poll, and
Let's
I'll
take a
consider
poll.
it,
Yeah,
and I
let's
will
do that.
consider it seriously.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
all I'm gonna say.
Yes,
But yeah,
let's
let's
do
take
it.
a poll. Would you
Let's
like to
do
hear
it.
more about our dreams,
Experiences, yes.
respectively?
Yes, in more detail. If
Those celebrities.
if it's a lot of people that says yes, then we might consider doing a whole episode part 2.
A serious
And-
consideration
yeah,
is due.
yes, and give y'all the real deets on what's going on. Okay, so definitely contact us on our Instagram.
Yes.
And make sure you reach out to us. Any recommendations, any requests, let us know. We are definitely open to hearing meaningful requests.
Yes, ma'am. And
Bye-bye.
sir, take care.